So today I want us to discuss about the cash flow quadrant. Are you there and maybe you're not feeling secure on your job? Anytime you may be fired or something, your job is not giving you the security that you need, or your job is just not giving you the exact amount of money that you feel you should have gotten. Or are you just in a state whereby you don't know which kind of, if where should I invest my income? In which type of business am I supposed to do? Like, where am I supposed to base my finances on? So this video is going to solve all that for you. So stay tuned. So first of all, let us look at this cash flow quadrant. When you look at this cash flow quadrant, in the top right corner we have employees, in the bottom left corner we have the self-employed or the small business owners. Then in the top right corner we have the big business owners, and then in the bottom right corner we have the investors. So let us go one by one. Employees. What do they mean by employees or employment? So employees, here you are in a state whereby you are being paid by a certain organization or a company to deliver a certain service or a product or something like that. So here you find, for example, a bank, and I'm a banker. That means I will be employed in a bank. I will be paid a monthly salary or weekly salary, depending on what the contract has dictated for us. So here you are paid by a certain person to do certain things for them. Those are employees. And when you are an employee, you strive for security, because security at your job is not guaranteed. Yeah, anytime the person can say, you know what, we are done, so you're fired. That means that now your finances will go down. That means because your source of income has been cut off by your boss or by your employer. And in order for you to succeed as an employee, you need to climb the corporate ladder. What do you mean by corporate ladder? That you find out that on different employment opportunities or different companies, there are always the managers, the CEO. The more you go on climbing the corporate ladder, the more successful you're guaranteed to become. But as we said, security is not guaranteed when you're an employee. Then we look at the small business owners, or what we call the self-employed. So the self-employed, these ones, they struggle for control. They always strive for control. So what will they do? You find that if I'm a self-employed, I'll go ahead to specialize in whatever I'm doing, such that a person has to pay me to compensate for my skills. This here now we're looking at people, for example, a doctor, for example, private contractors, something like that. So these people, I have said that they always strive for control. They strive for control, and they are highly specialized in a certain field that they do. You'll have to pay them to compensate for their skills. So third, in the top right corner, we have the big business owners. So here the big business owners, these ones, they have all the financial freedom that they need. Actually, when a big business owner, you can easily get the financial freedom. Yes. Then these ones, they create profitable business system that is going to make for them money. So what will they do? For them, they look for people who will work out their business for them. So these are the people who are going to employ the people who are going to give the jobs to the people who are on the left. Now, the employees that we first spoke about. So the big business owner will look for that person who he thinks that is smarter than him or is well qualified than him to run certain business for him, so that for him he gets the money, he pays the person for the services that are delivered. So let us look at the fourth, who are the investors. So the investors, they also strive for financial freedom. Yes, they strive for financial freedom, and for them, what they do in order to get success, they allocate money to where it has the highest value, the highest return. You find that for them, their money makes more money for them. Yes, and when you look at employees, their time makes the money for them. Yes, And small business owners, same thing. Their time makes their money for them. But when you look at big business owners and investors, big business owners have a business system that makes money for them. You realize that for them, their time is not equal to them, and they don't need to be there in order for them to get the money from their businesses. And investors, same thing. As long as they invest and they expect returns. Let's look at some of the benefits and disadvantages of each of the systems that we're looking at. Let's start with employees. When you're an employee, which kind of benefits do you get? You have reduced money insecurities, in that you are very sure that at the end of the month or at the end of the week, according to my contract, I'm going to receive my pay. That is the kind of comfortability that is there when you are an employee. And maybe some paid insurance. Insurance is catered for. Then you have good working colleagues. But what are some of the disadvantages? You find that when I'm an employee, I do a lot of work and I'm not paid according to what I've done. Like, my performance is higher than my pay, and this could be kind of very challenging. I realize that sometimes actually the time I put into work is too much, depending on what I get in my pocket as salary at the end of the day. So you realize that in the end, I won't have that much time for my family. I won't have I'll have limited time to do other things personally on myself. That means I'll have to spend a lot of time building someone's business for them. Right now, if you're employed, you are helping someone to build their own scraper or their own storage building. But once you reach at the top, time will come and you will come back down, because the building is not yours. But then why don't you, so I was asking, why don't you build your own? Maybe as you're building someone else's business, you also build your own storage building. Then by the time you reach at the top of his building and you are sent to come back, you just don't go back to the ground, but you just start where yours is and you also take it up. Let us look at the small business owners or the self-employed. What are their benefits and the disadvantages? That you find that if you're a small business owner, you are your own boss, because you have the control. Like, just take an example. If I've gone to see a medical doctor and he says, today I have an appointment somewhere, so I won't be able to see you, or today I'm off, you won't do anything. The guy is off. So they have the control, all the control that they feel they need. And here, your performance is actually equal to your pay. There are some of the disadvantages. You realize that you spend a lot of time working and you have less time for family, or less time for yourself, for resting, something like that. Then there's also some kind of financial insecurity, because just imagine, here there is a lot of losing money. You're a business owner. Yeah. Just take an instance. A certain time comes and buying or no one consuming your services. So let us look at the big business owners. What are some of the advantages and the disadvantages that they'll be having? So you'll find that they are enjoying a lot of financial freedom. Actually, here you can easily reach the financial freedom that you need when you are a big business owner. Yes, and secondly, that they have actually a lot of time to themselves and their families, because for them, they will just come, they put in a business system that is going to make the money for them. They put someone who is going to run the business for them, and they will just sit down, relax, wait for the money to come. So realize that this is the kind of business whereby the person is not investing in a lot of money. If the person is not investing in a lot of time, but the person is in the end getting a lot of money. You have a wide variety of OPT and OPM. OPT is just simply other people's time and other people's money, depending on how you're using it. So some of the disadvantages, have to use the knowledge that maybe wasn't given to you by your teachers in class. That means the person has to strive hard to look for certain kind of intelligence or a way to work out their businesses. Secondly, they have to be good at managing people, because when you're a big business owner, you have to deal with a lot of people, because you're not the person running your own business. Other people are running the business for you. Yeah, but in the end, it's very profitable. So, fourth, investors. There are disadvantages and advantages. When I'm an investor, I will have a lot of chances to use the OPT and OPM, other people's time and other people's money. And sometimes, actually, in most cases, my own money. Because for him, it just puts money where there is high return, high profit returns. So realize that they will also have a high chances of ways of reaching to the financial freedom that everyone may be yearning for. That they will actually, most of the profits that come out of their business go directly to their pocket. They don't pay a lot of tax, they don't spend a lot of money on taxes or something like that. Then they also have a lot of passive time to themselves, because realize all I need to do is invest money somewhere, go down, sit, relax, and money comes back in multiples. So something like that. So you realize that some of the disadvantages that there is no financial security. What do I mean? What do I mean by financial insecurities in this case? We are not meaning that you don't get money. No, we are saying that it is possible for me to invest money somewhere and it doesn't come back. I don't get the profits. So after looking at all that, I want you to sit down and wonder, where do I belong? Am I an employee? Am I a self-business or a self-employed person? Am I a big business owner, an investor? Or where do I want to be? Because trust me, these people who are employees and self-employed, there is no financial security. The time you put in is equal to the money that you get out of the business. And the other side, realize that for them, they put in less time and they will get a lot of money compared to the work they have put in. So you realize that in most cases, we people these days feel comfortable in the employment and the self-employment zone. Why? This is how we have been made to believe that maybe maybe you've been told since childhood, you go to school, study hard, become a lawyer, become an accountant, become a doctor, but in all this, realize that everywhere that we are, every kind of profession that we're being told to, we are going to work for someone. We are helping someone build their own story building while ours is not yet even started. One time, J. Paul Getty said that I would rather get 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own effort. What does it mean? That if it is possible that he would rather have people help him build what he wants, other than himself working on what he wants, putting in everything to get what he wants. We may fear to cross to the right hand side of this cash flow system, maybe because of certain things that we think are kind of hindrances. For example, people are there and you fear to make risks. You feel like, what if I invest my money in this and it doesn't come back? That's the only thing that you think. And second of all, you're like, you've been got in an attitude that says money cannot buy all the happiness in the world. After all, as long as I have what I need, it's enough. But trust me, money may not buy all the happiness in the world, but once you don't have money, you may not have all the happiness that you need in the world. So I think personally, I would be to the right. I would strive as hard as I can to cross to the right hand side of this cash flow system, because the other side, you may say, I'm earning my salary per month. What is going to happen when that salary goes? Because we know that there is always retirement age. Yeah, there is always retirement age. There is always maybe company makes short lists maybe every year or every certain times of years, and they can say, this year you no longer need your services. What will you do when that time comes? So I just think that it is better for me to go through the risks right now. Yeah, I go through all the risks and I secure my future, I give myself the financial freedom that I need, that no one will need to scare me of anything just because they have the money. Next week I'm going to be sharing with you how you can become a business owner with Neolife. So Neolife has this opportunity for us to become big business owners, whereby we establish a system to work for us. The money, you don't need to put in a lot of time, you just need to have the OPT and the OPM, and you get your financial security and the financial freedom that you've been yearning for. So stay tuned and let's meet in the next video where I shall be sharing with you the biggest business opportunity this world has to offer.